This is a fun way to stay creative as a creative person. I was just having a shower and I had some shower thoughts on how doing client work and being forced into creativity is quite difficult because you're forced to be creative on someone else's time schedule, on someone else's watch, and that can be hard and difficult, especially for like me. Like I deal with anxiety, mental health, and blah blah under the sun. That makes it really hard for me to like force myself to do stuff sometimes when I'm just really not feeling it at that present time. For example, I had a wedding that I really needed to finish, that I really needed to shoot. I wanted to have it done for Christmas so that I could have a nice Christmas holiday and so that the wedding people could have a nice wedding video for the holidays. And I was just like, it was the last wedding video that I had to do of the season, and that made it really like difficult creativity wise to get myself doing it, because I find that weddings have really become the same. Shooting it, love doing it. I have so much fun and I love doing weddings, but editing it, you use the same songs, you do the same kind of edits, you have the same kind of structure for the most part. And I was just really not vibing it. And I was just really having a hard time when, a wedding is a documentary, it's not a creative, styly type thing, at least the way that I present it and do it and blah, blah, blah. But then I shot a music video and that got the creative juices a-flowing, and I edited that music video and delivered it to the client delivered the first draft to the client in 2 days of shooting it, and I was just super jazzed about it, and that energy really inspired me to then edit the wedding video, and I just felt so good editing that wedding video, and I did a better job. And that's really what this will come down to is, we as a creative peoples and doing this work creatively, can be really difficult when you're not feeling it. And I had the same issue in school where they were telling me that I had to learn math at that time on that day, when maybe I didn't want to learn math. Maybe I wanted to learn science at that time, but they forced me to do math. I feel the same way with being creative in a creative industry. They're telling me I have to edit this video and do this video by the deadline. And because I'm being forced into it, I'm doing it by the book. I'm not, taking risks and having fun and, doing something interesting with it. I'm just doing the work just to do it. And I don't think that that's always fair to the client. So a few ways that I like to stay creative. One, when I'm busy and I have my list of projects that I have to do with their deadlines and stuff, I'll put it into a triage type mentality where I'll do the most important ones first, the deadline things that are approaching that I need to get done, whatever. I'll do those ones first. Then out of those ones, I'll pick the one that I want to do the most. If I have an interview, a music video, and a wedding that I have to edit, I'm going to choose the music video first. Then I'm going to choose the wedding. Then I'm going to choose the interview. I'm going to break it down like that. And that way, I can stay motivated to actually do these things. And the other thing that you can do, which I'm going to try and do more this year, because this is kind of a realization that I just had over these last holidays, and it's just February now. But the other thing that you can do is just shoot something for yourself. Shoot something creative that's just for you. Not something for somebody else, not a client job, something for yourself. And I really struggle with doing that because it's hard for me to justify ignoring my client work when I know a client would be more appreciative to get something a day earlier, and then shooting something just for myself that's just fun, that's just chilling, that's just, more creative or whatever. And I have a hard time, like I said, because I feel guilty and that makes me anxious, and then that makes the fun project not so fun. Same with doing social media and keeping up on social media. I'm like, I can't shoot social media stuff because I have client work that I have to sit down and do. And now it's become like a job, if you will. So that's something that I kind of struggle with. But I think that doing that and just doing something creative for yourself, whether that's a client job that's creative, that's more fun, you do that one first to get your high, get your, juices flowing. Or if you shoot something for yourself and you're just doing your own thing to get the juices flowing. I think that the juices are the important thing here. But yeah, what do you do to stay creative? What is something that you like to do? Or are you just like so mental health like dialed in and you don't have anxiety and you don't just want to like lay in bed all the time so you don't care and so you can just do the work even if it's boring. Like if that's you, leave a comment down below. Also, but thank you for watching and enjoying my, I started cleaning, but then I wanted to make this video instead, so cleaning gets to take a sidecar. But now I'm pumped and I'm inspired, so now cleaning is easier. All scales of life this can be applied to. Scales? Sure. Anyways, have a good one.